This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the postseason of the NHL 25.
Hey everybody, Son of Beast here, and I'm here with my next broadcast partner, and this time, I am with the next person, Tyler Beast.
Hey guys, are you ready for game number 4? The other side is only just one game, as we might be seeing things right across. The Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights are ready to rematch things again.
And at this point, we have our good takes in. The Vegas Golden Knights leads this series 2-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. Their chances to tie. The time is now for the Edmonton Oilers to get back in the game. If they don't win, then the Golden Knights will be heading to advance to the Western Conference Finals to face against the winning team. This one was an unbelievable win for the Dallas Stars as they beat over the other team on the Winnipeg Jets. This has been an amazing night, and with that, they could never be better without anybody that changed it up with some full comeback rallies in the third period, and Miguel Granlund to tie it, and then the hero of the game, Jamie Benn.
Well, it's been an amazing night so far. I've always loved seeing things. This comeback rally is changing everything. What they do for, you never get a deal at that wheel.
Well, it's been a better pleasant afterwards there, Tyler. And all we know now is, we're about to find out who's the next game going to win. Will the Oilers tie the series, or the Golden Knights to advance and escape from Edmonton to beat the Canadian team, all of the Canada team to lose, and move on to the Western Conference Finals?
We'll see what happens with this game in game number 4, if they can pull a rally cap to advance to game 5 back in Vegas. Standing by, I have a next commentary as I have is Boomer. He's also along with the other two, with Zoe Troop, and the final commentary is Nickel, the third one. And in center ice, I give a warm welcome over is Paintbrush.
We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show after this game. And now, without further ado, Game 4 starts now.
Knights, Oilers, next on EA Sports.
Big nights on in Rogers Place. I'm Boomer, and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Zoe, True, and Nickel. This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. We are about to get started here in Game 4 as the puck is dropped and we are underway in Edmonton, Canada. As the start of the range is in between the goaltenders between Aiden Hill and Stuart Skinner. Here's like when he will start things off, and Matthias Ekholm will have it the other way. This will be the zone, and this Olsen will take things out. Either way, we'll show it in for Victor Olsen. The rebound by Bouchard, he will send it over to Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson went for the triple check. With a chance shot, blocked a shot made here by Nicholas Figu. And rebounded by Evan Bouchard. He'll send it over to Victor Arvidsson. He'll fire at range, saved by Ian Hill, and rebounded by Petrangelo. The Vegas Golden Knights starts things off. The other way will be Victor Arvidsson as he now will kick things over to Bouchard. Bouchard makes his way. Right near the blue line. He'll keep the zone in play, no offside, or Edmonton. Now it goes to the rumble takedown as Perry will now send it to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard can't go right into the net. In his zone, he'll keep that right around the net as Darnell Nurse will have it the other way. Right out of it, goes back the other way as Petrangelo will have it down the outside. Now Skinner, covered up by other Skinner here on Stewart. Stop on Jeff Skinner. Stone will send it over to Higgy. And he shot, save made by Skinner. He'll now roll it over to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, 2-on-1. Save and play. This one is right near the net, and it's back to Leon Draisaitl. Oh, that one was very crazy afterwards. You see that? It's what happens with this one play. You know where the chances equal? It doesn't get better than that. Yeah, it's just really like how it gets harder. And sometimes you just don't really see that ball going fly by. Afterwards, you have nowhere to be optional. You have to play it like you do it for real. Darnell Nurse outside. He now finds it over to Jeff Skinner. Nurse. Rolls the pass to Skinner. He uses set to Klingberg. Klingberg. Pass broken up. Skinner. Watching it offside. He'll now find it to Darnell Nurse. He gives it over to Stuart Skinner. Skinner now finds it over to Nurse. We'll swing it to Perry. Perry. Set to Skinner. Skinner chance. This one can't get through and rebound by up to the Golden Knights. Mark Stone can't get the yoink out of it. New line group change is Connor Brown. Rolls it. Hayden takes over. Now finds it over to Mark Stone. Knockout hit. Out it. Back to Klingberg as he rolls to Nurse. Nurse swings the pass to Gumba. He'll find it over to Brown. Brown pass to Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins. Front middle save made by Aiden Hill. He'll now find it over to Tomas Spurrier. He'll swing the pass over to Dorfiev. Here's a chance in play. Glove save by Stuart Skinner. Skinner's making a good excellent use. The ability, it doesn't really change it often. You know about how that was going to change it. This needs to get it alive. Right toward the outside of the zone. If you don't have anything else, you don't get it covered in straight, you really have to run no heart at all. Connor McDavid with the puck. And rebounded it over, now playing to Arvidsson. Arvidsson trying to get 10 goals in the playoffs. Off the bank face mask. Shots blocked. Rebound by Kulon. Easy pass saved by Aiden Hill. Rebounded up by Kapanen again to Emberson. Fires a shot. This is wide. Rasmus Kapanen. Right to the wing. He'll send it over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson swings it over to Kapanen. Now rolls it into Ekholm. Ekholm fires a shot. Saved by Aiden Hill. He'll step in and get ready for another puck drop. A lot of time left in the period. Zeros on the score between Edmonton and Vegas. Rebound by McDavid. And here's Hyman. Hyman shot. Blocked up. Rebounded by the Edmonton Oilers. Barbashev. Back to Victor Arvidsson. Right near the net. Still have no idea where it went, but he still has that. Found the puck right near the goalpost. He's hugging that one in there. I mean, it's almost been like they made a big change afterwards. Didn't know what was going, but hey. I won't mind if I change it afterward if that one makes a great beauty save right toward the outside from Aiden Hill. That's really a genius. McDavid right to the ring. He lost that one. Rebounded by Noah Hannafin. Best goaltenders coming in back down as McDavid stops that puck. And rebounded up by Bouchard. Bouchard gives it over to Kapanen. Kapanen stops that. This one sends out of the zone. Nicholas Ruout. As Ekholm will give a rebound in. Kicks it out of the blue line. And now it's rebounded by Whitecloud. Whitecloud sends it over to Ruout. Puck holds him right around the other side. He will give it over to Bouchard, and now he will swing it again to Henry. Here comes Henry. Paying on a switch. 2-on-1. Polk on a stop by Aiden Hill. He'll give back to Klingberg. He'll have it to Kapanen. One-time release for Ekholm. That shot's blocked over the net and rebounded by Jeff Skinner. Skinner trying to look over to Matthias Ekholm as he gives it to Henry. Henry pass to Perry. Perry shoots in middle. Glove save by Hill. We passed the 15-minute mark in the first. And now they'll be ready to get their next puck drop in. Now both teams are ready to get their next face-off. Still no score as we pass the 15-minute mark. And Drexler wins the face-off. He now finds it to Klingberg as he moves over to Perry. Perry chance in middle. The Skinner on broken up. Whitecloud will get it back. And now this will handle over to Hannafin. The Golden Knights are back in the offense zone. Rebounded by Nurse. He sets to Perry. Perry swings to Skinner. Sets it right to a corner. High in track. Here's Leon Drexler. Perry. Again to Klingberg. Looks over to Skinner. With the spin around. Trying to get a good pass, but Rueda takes it over. He really had that one eating up everything. It would almost be like no chance at all. And sometimes it just doesn't really get anything that's better. I mean, I don't know how that was going to happen, but this needed to be done straight away. Here's a setup to Yalmar. Yalmar passes over to Klingberg. Klingberg fires it. Rebound by Nurse. Back to Klingberg. And back over to the other side of the zone. Avoid. Keep the Zamer zone. Now finds it over in the corner range to Dorfiev. Dorfiev lost that one. Matthias Yalmar kicks the puck out of the zone into Vegas territory. Golden Knights go back the other way. Gordo goes with the dip. Rebound by Emerson. He'll now have it to get a cool on and pass back to Yalmar. Yalmar looking for another goal. He tries to squeeze in, but it's never hit for the Golden Knights. Rolls that pass. Dorfield takes it out. Montafan going for the rumble on the Oilers. Yammer. Can't get it over. Rebound to McDavid. They send it to Kula. Kula. Right toward the zone, that high man. That pass is broken up by Hurdle. And now the rebound by Dorfield. Stick lifted. Another hit for the Edmonton Oilers. Over the lane. Save by Stuart Skinner. Augustin with the rebound again to Brett Kula. He's really have a lot of energy afterwards. That one is really like a master range. He takes it everything. Hyman shots blocked. Hit the ceiling. He'll now have it over to McDavid. McDavid sets it over to Anderson. Here's McDavid. Fires it deep. Trying to get a deflection in. Hyman goes back to Ekholm. Brennan Saad stops the range. Kicks the puck out of the zone. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson gives it over to Buckholzen. Buckholzen looking in. Runs around. The deep shot. Well saved by Hill. He'll get a stop afterwards with only 12:23 remaining in the first period of the game. A lot of time left in the ability range. Oilers and Golden Knights tied with Seth. Here's Petrangelo after the winning faceoff for the Golden Knights. Mark Stone. Side. Shot. Well saved by Skinner. Bouchard will send it back around to Matthias Ekholm. The deeper of a pass to Kapanen. Kapanen wipes him out right toward the blue line and rebounded by Nicholas Hague. And Petrangelo will now send it over to Saad. Here's Saad. Right around the range to Stone. Stone gives it over. Petrangelo right toward the range and a shot. Rebounded it. Save made by Stuart Skinner. All the way back. Icing on Edmonton. Nothing to give here. Full pressure's turned off for the Vegas Golden Knights. And here's Mark Stone right to the wing. Entering the attacking zone is Stone. That one gives to Barbashev on a cut in motion. This one is ripped off. Almost went near the goalpost and waiting that pipe off of it. Now here's Kapanen. A deep on a pass range to Jeff Skinner. Spin the range. The cutting bound into Klingberg. Save by Aiden Hill. Nurse. Shot off the blocker by Aiden Hill. And it's rebounded by Jack Eichel. Ivan Barbashev has it over to Olofsson, and here's Petrangelo. Give to Piggy. Piggy should save by Joe Skinner. We'll cover up with only 11:01 remaining in the first period. Now setting into the center ice, I will have Paintbrush standing by for Jack Eichel. Eichel's really one of the best famous on its own. The battle ranges for Eichel to take on his skating of wheels is for perfectionary from the captain. The only team that happens with is just how it gets. Nothing matters. When they change their team, it gets things off to a great start for McDavid. As for Jack Eichel, he makes an unstoppable force. He'll try to find out what his next take is in Game 4. Guys, cool up. Fire! Save made by Aiden Hill. Jack Eichel dirty the other way, and now Theodore will close things up. Full pressure comes off for the Edmonton Oilers. Kick away. Good stop by Stuart Skinner. Emerson. The deep zone, now finding Victor Emerson. He'll clear that zone, and now they're trying to get a Brett Kulak. The rebound by Theodore. The rebound by Arvidsson. Trying to go for deflection. Arvidsson waits, and Emerson will try to give a carry. He'll give a pass over to Ekholm. Ekholm, shot, save on the pad by Aiden Hill. Give back to Brown. Brown pass to Ekholm. Ekholm shoots, give to Arvidsson. Prepper running in. Stop on the pad by save on Aiden Hill. Goaltender coming with another save. And here's Colson. Pass broken up. Arvidsson the other way. Nugent Hopkins from outside with only 2 in the playoffs. Looking for 3 in the playoff game. Ryan Nugent Hopkins stays alive as he passes right around the net. Bouchard gives to Ekholm. Ekholm shot, redirects it, save by Hill. 9:31 remaining in the first period. He'll get ready for another puck shot in the center of the zone. Aiden Hill watching time carefully. Full pressure starts on with the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins wins the face-off. Bouchard springs it in, save, Nugent Hopkins shot, score! They will be the first rebound Nugent Hopkins gets his third playoff goal in the game. This is what happens to Nugent Hopkins. That lazy rebounding is praying great. Now, he just gets 5 and 6 goals in the playoffs. Now that's what I'm talking about. You see now that Ryan Hopkins did his best, he really had it right in the corner range, he found an open room. That's a big range shot. That really got that one with an open pass. Percentage is everything. The key is the zone. Nothing stays out of it until you get that home range. Nugent Hopkins gets to 6 in the playoffs, and he might be able to have next goal in for 2. Stop right here by Stuart Skinner. And Bouchard right through the outside of the wing. We'll have it send over again to Mateus Ekholm. He'll send it over to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins stops him down and that finds it to Bouchard. He'll swing to Ekholm. Ekholm fires it. He scores! Good win after the goal by Ryan Nugent Hopkins. It is a 2-0 game. Mateus Ekholm is broken the playoffs. Wow, wait. Mateus Ekholm is really like him in a snap-on looking. Look at that timing there. He really raced it up, and that one was right in the range. Good save for defenders. And this pass happened to be a tape-to-tape by Evan Bouchard. When you give over to Mateus Ekholm, it was right toward the right side of it. And you get the fire range, and then you get the zone out. That was 80 Hill and did not see where it was going. Now the Oilers have a 2-0 lead past the Big Wave Park.
Another win here for the Golden Knights as White Cloud will send it out. Darnell Nurse from outside. He will have it over now, playing to get his Skinner. Skinner watching a stick lift here. Loses his balance here, and now Klimber fires it. Aiden Hills with the stop. Good save made by Aiden Hill. That was really like unethical. Didn't really think that was going to change anything. And stopped by Aiden Hill with only 8:42 remaining in the first. 2 goals made in 1, 2-0. Another wing here for the Golden Knights. He'll now find over to Zach Whitecloud. Whitecloud on the board. Missed that one. Rebound up by Leon Draisaitl. Here's Skinner. Behind the back, he scores! Jeff Skinner makes it clear. And now has his first goal in the playoffs. Jeff Skinner makes. He just gets a backhander just the right time to be there. Look at that back play. You happen to see Jeff Skinner with the first goal of the game, and right corner is right between the legs. Right in there. Just like that when you see things. When you go right into the zone, you got a good look at an open range. Passing is great. The Oilers really have done themselves huge favorites. It's definitely putting up in demand. Everybody is loving that. Oilers go!
The Buffalo Sabres, he now is ready to take things on to his next level with the Edmonton Oilers. I feel like the group games. I really love to see that.
Assisted by number 2, Evan Bouchard. And by number 14, Mateus Ekholm.
I got you, Phil.
Time to goal, 10:34 remaining in the first.
And then you can
Ryan
play
Nugent
for
Hopkins'
80.
third goal in the
just need some
playoffs,
time
assisted
off
by
and
Evan
get the
Bouchard
Joe
and
Vans
Mateus
right. I will
Ekholm
definitely
in
do
the
so.
first period
Anytime
at
I ever get here
10:34 in the
I will never let
playoffs.
them go back down in the fight. Not my honors. Not the big ones. Not my honors. Here's Darnell Norris and a shot saved by Aiden Hill. He'll stop him with only 7:50 remaining in the first period. So it's a big lead of extension of the game between the Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers. They have a 3-0 lead over to Vegas. As McDavid wins the faceoff, he gets to Bouchard and he has to Ekholm. Here's Robinson, corner range shot saved by Aiden Hill.
Oilers go!
Now Golden Knights will carry the out the other way as Barbashev is right there in the middle. Slots it to the Olsen. Big stop by Stuart Skinner. Bouchard will send it over to
by
Hill.
number 2, Evan Bouchard. And by number 93, Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Time to goal, 10:54 remaining in the first period. Mateus Ekholm, his first goal of the game, fourth goal in the playoffs, assisted by Evan Bouchard. And Ryan Nugent Hopkins in the first period at 10:54 in the
And he is
playoffs.
knocked down by Connor McDavid. It's back to Zach Hyman. Stops it. Plays it over to Ekholm. He can't get over it, and it's rebounded by Howden. Rebound by Stone. Stone rolls it over. Howden shot. Blocker save by Stuart Skinner. He'll roll it over again, now finding Youngmark. Youngmark pass over to Zach Hyman. Oh, he missed that one too soon, and this will be an icing on the Edmonton Oilers. Only 6:42 remaining in the first period of the game. Just a lot much time left for the Vegas Golden Knights to get a goal as we're nearing the 5-minute mark in the first period. Nugent Hopkins wins the face-off as Brett Kulak will take this
Oilers goal!
Passes off to Nugent Hopkins.
First goal in
Pass
the
off to
playoffs.
Zach
First
Hyman.
goal of the game,
Hyman.
unassisted. Scored by number 53.
Can't get it over.
Skinner!
Another rebound by Brett Kulak.
Time and a goal. 11:27
Kulak.
remaining in the
Six
first.
Anderson.
That's Jeff Skinner.
He'll
His
swing it
first
over.
goal in
Now
the
pass
playoffs.
to
First
Yama.
goal of the
Yama.
game, unassisted.
Kick it over.
And the first
Anderson
period
with a stick play.
at 11:27 in the
Back the other
playoffs.
way as now the Vegas Golden Knights are on a transition change. Big save play by Stuart Skinner. Ty Emerson will now give it back to Darrell Nurse. And back on ice is Connor Perry. Corey Perry, right toward wing. He'll swing it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl pass to Nurse. Nurse pass to Perry. Perry shoots, save by Gill. He'll hold it in play with only 5:50 remaining in the first period. A lot of a line group change for the Edmonton Oilers. 3-0 score as they're already up by 3. Draisaitl wins the faceoff. Nurse will send it over to Klingberg. Klingberg chance now behind the Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Back to pass over to give him to Darnell Nurse. He'll give it to Draisaitl again to Klingberg. Klingberg pass over to Perry. Perry again to Jeff Skinner right near the net. Avoids the tackle. Klingberg again to Nurse. Keep moving the puck back and forth. Good take off by Pavel Dorofeyev. Knocks him with the big down and bunch. Nurse will kick it over, not finding to Henry. Adam Henry will give it over to Kapanen. Perry Kapanen has it over. No offside on the Oilers and it's rebounded by Pakolzin. He finally got his first goal in the playoffs. He wants to get another goal to get it in there. It sometimes happens with Vasily Pakolzin after the last play against the Vancouver Canucks. He wasn't really sure what was happening with his own strength. That game was not really to be contended afterwards. And when nobody stands after it, it says how hard you can't do. I mean, really it's going to make that one feel like it's on for a struggle. Who would have done it for anything? We would be surprised afterwards if they don't see what goes on and what goes next in. They'll just have to say it's that the Golden Knights may have a change off to get it back in. Big save play by Stuart Skinner. He stops him with only 4:27 remaining in the first period. Now it's one of the big danger zones happened right in the Oilers territory. It's not a change what you need to do for it. 29 over 2017, I don't think there may not be anything that's going to change it off. Bouchard gives over to McDavid as he sits to Bouchard. Here's that cone. Barbashev chops off. Connor McDavid will now have it again to Evan Bouchard with 4:15 remaining. Bouchard fires over around net. Victor Arvidsson. Pass to Ekholm. Fires. Clef snatched by Aiden Hill with only 4:06 remaining in the first. Still a lot of time up in the period. 85 over 83 passing effectiveness. Edmonton Oilers keeping it up ahead again. Another win for Ryan Nugent Hopkins. He'll send it over to Ty Emerson. Kulak. Didn't want to change it. Emerson. Pass in middle. Broken up. Rebounded by Brown. And he gives over to Emerson. Fires a shot. Goes off the defender. Rebounded by Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Kulak. Gives a slash. And now it'll be Victor Olofsson going to the penalty box.
Vegas penalty, number 95, 2 minutes for slashing.
Starts on for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are on the power play. Golden Knights on the first penalty kill in game number 4. Game 4 might be a change. They just have to do for Edmonton Oilers way to get that power play in. Stride is just the right key.
Vegas penalty, number 95, 2 minutes for slashing. Time and a penalty, 3 minutes, 44 seconds in the playoffs. That's Vegas Golden Knights for a 2-minute slashing. Victor Olofsson, number 95. Time and a penalty in the first period of the playoffs. 3 minutes, 44 seconds.
Henrique slowing him down, and ground shot had saved by Aiden Hill. He'll stop and play with only 1:35 on the Oilers power play and 3:18 before shooting. A lot of time left remaining in the period. The crowd stands in for the Roar as they are already up by 3, and now Pietrangelo will decide to clear that zone out. Out of the blue line, Bouchard. Rules in play, Arvidsson. Has again, Nugent Hopkins shot. Try to get deflection in, but it stays out. Bouchard sending Nugent Hopkins. He looks at Arvidsson. Shoots in range. Blocker saves up by Aiden Hill. Bouchard fires. Stopped by Aiden Hill. He'll now give it over to Nicholas Cagu, and he's covered up on the wall. Henrique. Brown. One time Nugent Hopkins shot. Rebound by Henrique. Has it to Brown. They'll reset it again. Now finding Bouchard. And this will be another penalty kill. This will stop and play with only 2:44 remaining in the
14, 2 minutes for slashing.
I don't like this play afterward. I mean, that's another slashing. What on earth did this could be? That one was really ripped in range. It looks like that was supposed to be a 5-on-3. I don't get this. Seems like their Nicholas Cagu is in the penalty box. That's not going to be a great field. Now the win for
Vegas penalty number 14, 2 minutes for slashing. Time and a penalty, 2 minutes, 44 seconds. That's the Vegas Golden Knights penalty on 2 minutes slashing. Nicholas Cagu, number 14. Time and a penalty in the first period of the playoffs, 2 minutes, 44 seconds. For the Oilers, 5-on-3.
Now the rebound will come in for Darnellis, and he'll swing it over to Ekholm. Ekholm swings it over to McDavid. Set to Leon Draisaitl. Fires it. Shot block. Rebound by McDavid. Darnell Nurse with a shot. Big save play by Aiden Hill. McDavid. Deep zone. Glove snatch by Hill. Stopped here under 2 minutes remaining in the first. And only 11 seconds with a 5-on-3 advantage. McDavid wins the face-off. Time running down. Here's McDavid. Save play. Draisaitl up. Off the face mask by Aiden Hill. A lot of time left. And a stop by Aiden Hill. He scores. Connor McDavid, the best Canadian player, scores on a power play goal. 4-0. Every is simple. After the Darnell Nurse, then it was Connor McDavid. The 8th goal in the playoffs. It's just one time, and it was up and right. And that's what happened with Connor McDavid as he sauces for another goal. He doesn't get straight into this, but get this straight. When you do for real, Connor McDavid is really getting 80 goals in the playoff game. Nobody stands afterwards with only 18-17 time on the goal range. And when you know about that, McDavid setting it up as new height. Looking for range to get into the Western Conference Finals.
Oilers go!
And they may want to play against the Dallas Stars, another American team. And this matchup is not going to get back afterwards.
Number
They need to get somebody set up to get it off to a straight ahead. They have to play well in order to protect
Oh,
that.
assisted by number
Brown
25.
sends to Klingberg, and he now
Darnell
has it again
Nurse.
to Brown.
And by
Fires
number
it.
18,
Block the shot by
Zach
Barbashev, and he now rolls it into the Golden Knights.
Time and a
And
goal
then
in the
to
Oilers
territory.
power play. 18 minutes, 17
And
seconds.
now the other way.
That's Connor McDavid, his 8th goal in the playoffs, score on the power play, assisted by Darnell Nurse and Zach Hyman in the first period. And 18 minutes, 17 seconds in the playoffs.
Rebound by Nugent.
Last minute of play in the first
Hopkins
period.
will fire that one around the net. And Klingberg right the other way. And the pass off to Darnell Nurse. Again, Buckholzen. Uses it to Darnell Nurse. He'll swing it over to Buckholzen. Buckholzen in middle. Broken by Tomas Koto. He has it again to Dorothea. 35 seconds remaining in the first period as Evan Bouchard with the rebound. And he swings off to Henrique. Good, a good stick clip. This Kaplan trying to answer back in the rebounding position. With the shot saved by Skinner. 24 seconds remaining in the first period. They'll get ready for another puck drop in the Edmonton territory. Officials are getting set and ready for our next face-off. 4-0 Edmonton. Got a win for the Golden Knights. Here's a chance, and glove saved by Skinner. Bouchard will send it out. Back to McDavid. McDavid has it to Hyman. 10 seconds remaining. Rebound by Ekholm. Right to range, saved by Ian Hill. 7.7 seconds remaining in the first period, and then the first period will be done. 12 of our 9 face-off wins for the Edmonton Oilers. They keep them from going from blank to blank. And as the Oilers wins the face-off, Theodore gets the side, and he lost that one. This will be the end of the first period for the Edmonton Oilers. 4-0 start.
And that will end
Got
the
a
first
great
period.
attacking going
Your
in
score,
range after
Oilers
McDavid with the
4,
power play
and the
goal.
Vegas Golden Knights
They set
0.
8 goals in the playoffs for the one big captain of the Oilers. 4-0 is the score. We'll be back with you shortly for the second period after this. Welcome back, everybody, as we're ready to get started for the second period in Edmonton. We are all set, ready to get this puck dropped, and we are back and underway, ready to start the second period. A great start in the first period as I send it over to you guys and see how they did in the first period. What's your take here, Troop and Nicole? Well, this is what's a great start afterwards. And Nick, the part of this for the Edmonton Oilers, they've been starting up really well. And what they did not really expect is that it's a great start in the first period. They got a first goal kick out of it in the first period. It looks like they were going to have to try to see what they can do. I managed to improve that. I'm going to say Connor McDavid's going to get that one thing done, so let's see if he can handle it again. McDavid rolls around net. Robinson right toward it and away. He'll swing it off to Hyman. Hyman lost that puck and now finds it to Jack Eichel. Pietrangelo swings it over to Hagee. Hagee passes over to Olofsson. Olofsson fires that shot, blocked it up in the front of traffic. Leon Draisaitl will carry it in. And a settling rebound over to Klingberg again to Perry. Perry follows that one around the net again to Leon Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl sets to Arvidsson. Klingberg can't get it to go. Arvidsson will have it over again to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will send it over to Klingberg. Klingberg, deep the pass to Draisaitl. Draisaitl fires a shot, saved made by Ian Hill. Rebound by Brett Howden, the other way. And a rebound again to Brendan Saad. Rebound by John Klingberg. And here's now to Brown, again to Klingberg. Pass to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins cutting in for 3 shots on goal. That one stops out again by Aiden Hill. Saad. Right toward its way, right now in the wing. Right toward middle, saved by Skinner. We passed 2 minutes to spare in the start of the second period, and now with only 17:58 remaining, it is a 4-0 lead, Edmonton. Nugent-Hopkins wins the face-up. Edmonton will take things over, and now the pass over again. That pass broken up. Here's a shot. Oh, what a block by Kulak. And as Skinner will come in and dive the play on a save of the game. That one was unbelievable. No change-off, nothing set steer. As Kulak, he was blocking and bounding. That one was unbelievable that he'd taken. Brett Kulak sets it over to Emberson. Emberson, pass to Kulak. Kulak lost the effort, rebound by Nugent-Hopkins. And that one will carry out of the zone, and this will be rebounded by Emberson. Emberson fires up and out of net. Gets to Nugent-Hopkins. All the way out, and that's icing will be turned off, and it's rebounded by Kahuri Kapanen. McNabb will swing it over now, trying to get in the hole. Dorothea. Right into the zone, and a shot, and he scores. That will be the first part of the goal for the Golden Knights, as they've got themselves on the board. A 3-1 to a 4-1 game. Well, it does say matters. Happens to be only Pavel Dorothea. He makes his 5th goal in the playoffs that possible. Really didn't see that about the last game, as he only had 1 goal in the playoffs, and he really dashed it across. Passing over to Stuart Skinner was not the easy option. I know it can be a little difficulty, But let's say this. This won't be a challenge afterwards if this will keep it in at the right time. They might need to do somebody a favor to get right into 2 goals or more. Let's hope that Dorofiev can try to stick it out. He'll send it over to Barry. Barry now finds to get an Edco. Knocked him down. Now it's Holzer. Holzer shot. Safe play by Skinner.
Vegas goal, his 5th goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game. Scored by number 16, Pavel Dorofiev.
Barry in his zone.
Assisted by number 36, Raphael Lavoie. And by number 27, Shea Fedor. Time of the goal in the second period, 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Pavel Dorofiev, his 5th goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game, assisted by Raphael Lavoie and Shea Fedor in the second period at 2:58 in the playoffs.
Draisaitl works his way down. Fires it. He scores! Leon Draisaitl. Another goal for the Edmonton Oilers. And as Draisaitl gets his 6th in the playoffs, he now is giving his way to tie up with Nugent Hopkins. It's really the same thing for Leon Draisaitl. Grips it across, and he just had that one blocking up a defender, and nothing saves it. That just made that one with the next goal in. Chainoff is just really important, but don't tell him to make that judge mindful. And if beats over by Eden Hill quickly, it won't be enough. Speed it up if you get another goal in. That can be a little hard changing sometimes. Really think that went in with a good look. So Leon Draisaitl has 6 goals in the playoffs. And they'll now have it again at Klingberg, and you'll have that one swing it to Arvidsson. Finding McDavid. Firing that one around the net. Now has it again to Hyman. Hyman kicks it over. Rebound by Nurse. He'll kick that back over to Hyman. Under 60 minutes remaining. He finds Arvidsson.
Oilers goal!
Barbashev.
His 6th goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game. Scored by number 29, Leon Draisaitl. Assisted by number 53, Jeff Skinner. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 42 seconds in a second. Leon Draisaitl, his 6th goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game. Assisted by Jeff Skinner in the second period at 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the playoffs.
Trying to go right near for the net. Skinner will hold it up with only 15-20 seconds remaining in the second period. A lot of time left in this period. They're up by 4, Edmonton Oilers. Another win for the Knights. Block a shot, rebounded by Emberson. After a save by Skinner, they will now roll ahead. That really would almost been like lining up for some reasons. They won't say that one is going to keep on ticking down. All that moment may not be easy. Bill stops that buck with only 15-10 remaining in the second period. They're set, ready for another puck drop, 86/81. 15-10 remaining as we're nearing a passing of 5-minute mark in the second. Now we're to win. Here's Theodore. He'll swing to Howden. Howden pass to Saad. Here's another change out to Saad. Right to our middle. That one carried out. Kulak again to Emberson. Emberson gives over to Kulak. Open zone, Bakulza. Can't get over it right away, and this one gets the rebound again by Emberson. Draisaitl going for 2. That one is kicked off by McNabb. And he now finds Howden. 2-on-1 fast break. What a snap by Stuart Skinner. He really had shown it what he did. That was just an unbreakable chain. Stuart Skinner must have had that one with a big piece on that. Jeff Skinner the other way. Off and around the net. Draisaitl. Again to Barry. Giving a pass back over again to Echo. He swings to Skinner. That one stops it. Rebounded by Skinner. And he now rolls it again to Bouchard. Rolls over to Hurdo. And now this one deeps the pass by Lavoie. Lavoie. Pass in middle. Peter. Shot. And it's crouched down. And it's blocked up in the zone. And it's back over to Brown. Brown. Firing around that. Yama. Over the change-off to Bouchard. Again to Ekholm. You'll find it is Draisaitl on the shot. He scores! 2 goals in the playoffs. Moving to tie the game with Tommy David. 8 goals in the playoffs. He now has 7 in the game. 7 goals in the playoffs. Nothing sets him out. I mean, Leon Draisaitl is looking as away, comfortable hit. And just like that, I mean, when you go right near it, after it's a set goal, he just makes another goal. That change-up made a little slightly to make that one change the turns. And with this replacement, Samsonov will be able to replace it for 8 again. If he misses that one again, he'll be able to sit out and have the another goaltender to do this one on his own match. Now at home, will swing the young mark, and he now has to again Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins swings it up. Here's Brown. Brown shot. Glove saved by Gill. He'll stop it with only 13:32 remaining in the second period. We haven't passed the midway mark in the period as we are now still have a look with a 6-1 game Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins wins the faceoff. Bouchard will give it over to Ekholm. Gets pushed over. Ekholm shot. Glove save by Hill. And it's only 50 shots on goal for the Edmonton Oilers and another 30 for Vegas. But at the time within the period, still looking for another goal for the Golden Knights as they want to try to keep that game up again. Klingberg almost lost that stick after Warren. It's rebounded by Nurse. Nurse to Klingberg. Klingberg fires it, saved by Gill. Jack Eichel will clear that zone. Rebounded by Olofsson. McDavid takes it off. Making his way down with the 2 goals in the game. Spins around. Nurse on a backhander. Got snatched by Gill. Under 13 minutes remaining in the second period. They'll start things off to get Nurse. Get ready for another face-off. McDavid wins the face-off. Klingberg has to get a Nurse, and he just can't get over it. Has it up to Klingberg, now to McDavid, and they go offside. No stop at play with only 12:50 remaining in the second period. 45 over 27 kicks for the Vegas Golden Knights. Edmonton trying to show it off back.
Oilers go!
Thank you.
His second goal in the game, 7th goal in the playoffs, scored by number 29, Leon Draisaitl. Assisted by number 14, Matthias Ekholm.
I wouldn't like that.
And by number 2,
really
Evan Bouchard.
I would never let this go by.
Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 15 seconds in the second period. Leon Draisaitl, his 7th goal of the playoffs, 2nd goal of the game. Assisted by Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard in the second period at 6 minutes, 15 seconds in the playoffs.
Officials are getting set, ready to take the next puck down on ice. McDavid wins the faceoff. Bouchard has to get an Ekholm. Can't find a puck where he was going. And he just rolled that one back. Bouchard will have it back in him. And it's sent over now to Arvidsson. Arvidsson pass to Bouchard. Looks over now to Zach Hyman. Hyman pass deep. Henry. Rolling out of the zone. Rebounded by Whitecloud. And now here's Dorothea. Right to the middle. Fires it. Saved by Skinner. Rebound by Ekholm. Deep pass to Henry. Here comes Henry. Right toward it away. Stopping down. Kapanen shot. Saved by Aiden Hill. Lavoie will now give a swing to Whitecloud. Whitecloud pass over to Dorothea. Stop and play. Kapanen with the rebound. Now finding again Henry. Henry fires up around net. And now it's over now to Pakolzin. Pakolzin pass up. Finds again to Kapanen. Again to Kulak. Gives a roll back again to Emerson. We'll find the Kulak. Kulak finding Ty Emerson. Kapanen. Backhander shot blocked by Noah Hennepin. Olofsson pass to Jack Eichel. Right turn ring. Saved by Skinner. Ty Emerson with the rebound now has it over to Jeff Skinner. Skinner will now give it over to Draisaitl. Going for 3. Glove save by Gill. And he'll stop it with only 11:02 remaining in the second period. A lot of a line change here for the Edmonton Oilers and for the Golden Knights as it's still a 6-1 game, Edmonton. Jack Eichel wins the face-up, nearing the midway mark of the second. And this one knocked in right toward the corner of the wall. Here's a set to Skinner. Right toward Perry. Perry moves around it. Anderson with the rebound. It's back to Skinner. Over to Gula. Backhander. Not enough to beat over by the goaltender. Rebound by Olsen, and now he has it to Barbashev. Barbashev shot blocked. Rebound goes in. This one rinked it up, and it goes in and net. That's in and net. Jack Eichel getting 2 goals in the game. And this time, he now has done 3 goals with 4 goals in the playoffs. Yeah, he just really had that one with the right time to do for him. Jack Eichel's really given that 4 goals in the playoff game and only 2 goals in the playoffs. May not be what you're getting, but let me say this. If Jack Eichel makes it 4 goals in the playoffs, he would have had that one change in. I wouldn't stand a chance afterward, and that really was like bringing the pipe in, and that one was ricocheted right in it. It just goes right into the back of the net, and then when the time goes 0, you won't have some good effort for Jack Eichel if you get it there further. Here's Klingberg as he will now have it again to Barry. Barry, stopping battle. Here's a rebound myself. Draisaitl. Deeps the zone, rebounded up by Fedor. Fedor passed over to get a side. Side clears that zone. Rebound by Klingberg as he gives it over, now finding to Nurse. Nurse gives to Perry.
Vegas goal. His first goal of the game. 4th goal in the playoffs, scored by number 9, Jack Eichel.
Nurse pass over
Assisted by number 49, Ivan Barbashev. Top of the goal, 9 minutes, 25 seconds in a second. Jack Eichel, his 4th goal in the playoffs. First goal of the game assisted by Ivan Barbashev in the second period. At 9 minutes, 25 seconds in the playoffs.
Now back in the zone, Arvidsson and to McDavid. McDavid fires on around net as they begin to Perry. Perry, pass to Arvidsson. Here's that long shot, saved by Eden Hill. Now the other way again to Stone. Here's Stone, right in the middle, save made by Skinner. Echo with the rebound in, the other way, and now finding the Arvidsson. Arvidsson pass over to McNabb. McNabb stops in his corner from the range. It's back to Hyman. Hyman pass to Echo. Here's another one, a Yarmark shot, fair range save made by Eden Hill. Behind the net is Zach Hyman. Hyman. Pass to Bouchard. Echo fires and releases, save by Hill. And they'll stop it with under 9 minutes remaining in the second period. Keeping the next game alive. 21-15 face-off wins for the Edmonton Oilers as they are on under 9 minutes remaining in the second. Jokins wins the face-off. Echo will now have it with Bouchard. Fires away and he scores. Returns Echo. First goal in the game, and this time, he now has helped his team out as Van Yarmark is third in the playoffs. Only the deflection range is in. Great slump back, and this is right through the range again. Deflected and looks like Bill, he just couldn't see where it was coming at. That puck went 5 fly, and then it just went right in the net. He never really noticed how that one was really up to this one. But let's say this one was the highest percentage in the range that they could ever try to release it. Nothing really stoned out, nothing really changing in. It can be harder to make it difficult sometimes. No one wants to stand afterwards to give that one a good possession of the game.
Oilers
now,
goal!
The replacement will be Ian Gill,
yes,
and now we're going to scan for a replacement for the goaltender will be Ilya Samsonov. He'll start things up here for game number 4.
Assisted by number 2, Evan Bouchard.
Let's hope that we give a great set.
Number 14, Matthias Echo.
Here's it.
Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 7 seconds in a second. Matthias Yarmark, his 3rd goal in the playoffs, 1st goal of the game. Assisted by Evan Bouchard and Matthias Echo in the second period. At 11 minutes, 7 seconds in the playoffs.
Appreciation because they really get making it look really well. They love that wild display. Dropping his shot. Oh, what a goal! That's another goal for the Edmonton Oilers. That's very confident. If they have a pass to goal, they'll be 3 in a row. Just wild range. Always way open. And sometimes you just don't see where it was coming at. It's very confident after this part of the pass play by Darnell Nurse. He just has that looking in. And that was racing for a turn to bounding to get that one a close look at the goal. They never seen it what goes out. Possible enough. Making his way through. And he just knew where it was coming out. The spirit confidence of the Now a goal for the Oilers. Kulak will start things off. And he'll now have to pass to Kapanen. Kapanen pass. Puck goes in shot. Saved by Samsonov. That'll be his first save of the night. And he'll send it over to Lavoie. The last squirrel right to him.
Oilers goal!
Send it over to Kapanen. And now it's rebounded over. Now finding Kulak.
Score by number 42, Kasperi
Pass to
Kapanen.
Kulak.
All assisted by number 25, Darnell Nurse. And by number 92, Vasily Podkolzin.
Rolling around net.
Time to goal, 12 minutes, 2 seconds in the second period. That's Kasperi Kapanen. His third goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game, assisted by Darnell Nurse and Vasily Podkolzin in the second period. At 12 minutes, 2 seconds in the playoffs.
And he rolls it over to Bouchard. 7 minutes remaining in the second period. Podkolzin. Hurdle. Right toward Wayne. Now in for a loose puck. Rebound by Hyman. Can't get it over it, and it's rebound by Henry. Echo. Pass in middle. Can't get enough. Lavoie with the puck sealed. Now back over into the Oilers territory. Lavoie. Bouchard's got it across. Echo. They now file it again to Eichel. Barbashev. Back to Hyman. You'll roll to McDavid. McDavid now find Arvidsson. He rolls it over, now find again as Zach Hyman. You'll find it to Mateus Ekholm. And a little slick feed. Tried to give it to Klingberg, but it's stopped again by Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev. Right in the middle. Firing a range on Eichel on a rebound tip. It's stopped by Skinner with only 6:03 remaining in the second. He would almost have that rebound in, but it seemed like that wasn't enough to get the time effort to give another goal for the Golden Knights. With the win, here's Pietrangelo. Glove save by Skinner. Only 6 minutes remaining in the second period. They'll get ready for the next puck drop. As right now, with nearing a 5-minute mark in the second period, it's still like a longest game in. Rebound by Leon Draisaitl as they win the puck drop. He'll now find it over. That one sent back to Leon Draisaitl. Corey Perry right toward Wayne. He'll fire it again. Now it's Stone. Right back to Skinner. Skinner rolls to Nurse. Nurse. Skinner shot blocked. Rebound by Klingberg. Here's a set over to Gura. Saad right toward the wing. Back to Nurse. Right tight toward Wars. Rebound by Nurse. Nurse right toward wing. You'll fire that one across again. Klingberg can't make that one go in. And you'll have it out to Leon Draisaitl. Right from the corner. He'll try to get a rebound, now finding the Kulak as he works over the Yamar. No penalty for the Golden Knights on a slash. Draisaitl. For a next chance, this one is off the skate of the blade and it's rebounded by Pietrangelo. Now the Golden Knights will have it again, now finding the Howard. Here's Saad. Makes his way through. Big save by Skinner. Kulak. On a rushing sprint, tried to Hopkins, and they went offside. That will stop the play with only 4:36 remaining in the second period. Still a lot of time left in the period. 8-2 the score during the 4:30 mark. The win, here's Kulak. Set to pass Anderson. Emerson looks his way down. Easy and firing around into Brown. And now he rolls it over. Pass now finding the Brown. He got one slacked up. Back home. Will swing to Bouchard. Bouchard stops the puck. This one knocked down. Bouchard trying to roll it over. Here's that goal. Shot. Brown. Backhander saved by Samsonov. He'll stop it with only 4:05 remaining in the second period. Still a lot of time left in the period. 9:20 and 1:51 for both teams' time on attack. This made a crazy look, but the only change that they cannot try to defend out is on passing effectiveness. Yes, passing effectiveness really had that one working in. I was really noticing that whenever the team does score, they don't get enough easy strikes. Just think of this way. When you do it for at the right moment, don't take the average on that. You really have to play it on your own. Until last, you won't have to try to keep on attacking them down. It's great enough to keep the eye in. Zach Hyman is now trying to Victor Orbison. He's right behind the net. You'll find it McDavid. McDavid shot saved by Samsonov. 3:41 remaining in the second period. Everybody get another puck drop inside the zone. Very serious. Now for the next face-off puck drop. 85/81. That's the effectiveness here. They're going 3:40 remaining. Now to win. It takes Echo. Trying to slow things down a bit. Hyman, backhander, pad save made by Samsonov. Bouchard goes to Matthias Ekholm. Open with McDavid. Trying to get right over to Hyman. This one is off again by the goaltender. Rolls off to Bouchard. Trying to make his way to McDavid. McDavid's shot blocked by Braden McNabb. And a full pressure comes off for the Edmonton Oilers. All the way deep. No icing on the Vegas Golden Knights. McDavid will now try to change it up to Bouchard. He'll have it over again to McDavid. He'll swing it over to Arvidsson. Off and around the net. Hyman. Can't get that one straight again as Theodore will give it again to Gavoy. Deep to zone, now finding the Hurdle. Hurdle. Passes up. Broken back Anafin. Shot saved by Skinner. Klingberg. All around net, and he'll have it again to Darnell Nurse. Deep to zone by Corey Perry. Can't get it right around him. Jeff Skinner's got it back. For two, saved by Samsonov. One-timer. Darnell Nurse. He broke the stick, and this one will now be the replacement for Darnell Nurse. Yeah, he definitely got to just try to get over with the new stick. He really felt like, well, something was not right. And sometimes the broken stick wasn't really caught it off really well. That sunk. So, Nurse takes back. No broken stick here as Brown will now have it again to Leon Draisaitl. Deep zone, now finding Klingberg. Rolls back with the big hit. And he scores! Connor Brown. And he now has 6 goals in the playoffs. This really kept him on going and going. This wasn't really what happened to Connor Brown. He just went underneath the pad. The surface was really giving it clean. And Samsonov, he was not really facing in. That one is really off the blocker and it just tipped downward. I mean, I'm not sure how that one is going to appear. That one is really way off in the tightness game. They're not really sure how they're going to handle it. This one is really off his way, and the first goal of the playoffs, that's just only Connor Brown. They're really knocking it pretty quickly. Pearson shot, saved by Skinner, and here's Brown. He will now save the cool off. Now Mark will slow things down and off and around net. Takes it over, now finding to Brown. Brown, again, to Kulak. Everson. He didn't have the choice to do for, as he'll kick this puck out of here, and rebounded by the Edmonton Oilers. Brett Kulak. Swing the pass to Pokozin. Edmonton Oilers are back in the offensive zone in the Vegas territory. About 1 minute remaining in the second period. Henry back to Anderson.
Play in the second
Trying to
period.
keep that one out of the zone as Petrangelo will now send
Oilers go!
over to Pearson.
His 6th
Pearson.
goal in the playoffs,
Throw
first
it
goal
away.
of the game,
Pass broken
scored
up
by
and
number
rebound by
28,
Here's another
Connor
one for the right. And the shot
Brown.
made. Stopped by Skinner.
Assisted
We'll
by
hold
number
things up with only
36,
43
John
seconds. No shot on goal.
Klingberg.
For the Golden Knights.
And by number 29, Leon
Almost down to the end of the second
Draisaitl.
period. 43 seconds.
Time of the
remaining in
goal,
the second.
18 minutes,
9
9
over
seconds
2.
in the second.
McDavid wins the faceoff. McDavid's got it back. Rebound by Skinner. And over the deep zone to Victor Arvidsson. rolls it over to Echo. Big David right behind the net. Gets back out. Arvidsson gives it a good charge. Knocked him down with a big hit. And here's Sod. Driving right over right turn again to Strome. Swing and misses. Stone. Far in the range. Big stop by Skinner. And right now with only Hyman left, 5 seconds to shoot. Hyman shoots deep and blocked by Samsonov. We reached the end of the second period. 19 to score as the Golden Knights are trying to work its way out of here to try to get it close up. They may not be able to get there, but this might be the only big stop that they can ever try to face things in. And we on Draisaitl, and that will do for the second period.
And that's the end of the second period. Your score, Edmonton Oilers 9 and the Vegas Golden Knights 2.
It's always Samsonov, and you'll have to deal with the right thing. Third period's coming up after the break. It's about to go down. The third period is about to begin, and Edmonton Canada. For our finish, and we are ready to kick things off. After replacement for Ilya Samsonov, the third period's about to begin. Alright guys, I know what you're saying now. Let's have your thoughts about how that second period turned out for the Edmonton Oilers as they scored a lot of goals in the range. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, unbelievable. They've really been doing so much about all that work, and what they didn't notice, they just played it on, kept on going and going. You know what happens? I've seen so many others that they keep on scoring a range. The inbounding is impeccable. Never seen anything that's going to change out for the Edmonton Oilers, as they've really been like showing things how it's going to do. The done the better it taken. I agree. I mean, all I notice about Ilya Samsonov, he's really trying to finish it off. He wants to get a better save at this range. May not be the hardest ticket you're looking at. But hey, I've got a big word for you. If you're playing for Edmonton Oilers, you know you have a big chance afterward to try to keep things moving around. This is definitely what the harder takes in. They could keep this one from coming back. Here's McDavid's shot. Well saved by Samsonov, and this one will start up. Right near the net, Arvidsson carries the puck along the boards. McDavid will come back in, and he will send a deep kick over. The rebound by Nicholas Ague as he looks it over again to Berchenzo. Here's Olofsson. Pisses a pass, and it goes right over to Ekholm. No, that one's not good. I mean, that's definitely the miscommunication for the Golden Knights. They didn't start doing too well. Victor Arvidsson rolls it over to Mattias Ekholm and finding the Leon Draisaitl. Locks that one. Here comes Brendan Side. Breakaway chain. Good poke check here for the Oilers as they stop to get advantage. And we do have a delayed penalty. That's going to be the Golden Knights on a cross-checking. Didn't start seeing this, but hey, you're not playing this the right way. That's what happened with the Golden Knights. They kept on defending it. They're not doing it afterwards. Brendan Side.
Vegas penalty number 20. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
For the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are on the power play. Oilers, another chance for the power play goal. They have a better effort to take things in and looking for a next chance to get the goal. They still have to do a lot of timing. A lot of work needs to be doing.
Vegas penalty number 20. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time in the penalty in third. 18 minutes, 15 seconds in the playoffs. That's Vegas Golden Knights penalty on a cross-checking on Brendan Saad, number 20. Time in the penalty in the third period. 18 minutes, 15 seconds in the playoffs.
You'll get a playoff with a better angle. Here's Brown, and we'll send it over to Nurse. Nurse swings it over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson will try to reset the group here as Brown will try to get it out. And now the rebounding in will be the Oilers. You'll find Darnell Nurse. Went too deep. Icing on the Edmonton Oilers. This point on, it keeps on going. As now the next puck drop comes in for the Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Now that's for the win, here's McNabb. Good takeover by Brown, Hugo Nelson, and Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson, go for 11 goals in the playoffs. Stopped by Samsonov as he gloves it up with a huge save. We'd like to remind you that the new skit will be approaching very soon, as this will be the new skit calling the screen track. as we definitely do have a bunch of takes in it. The big range is simple. Don't miss out the next skit of a screen trap where it captures from the widescreen to the VHS screen effect, as we do have someone who's taken over. And who could that be? Find out later for our next skit coming soon. Jack Eichel goes right back to Theodore. Theodore right in range. Hyman takes over. Now it's back the Oilers to the Bell-based Golden Knights territory. He'll give it over to McDavid. McDavid's right to her in the corner. He'll try to make some pass over to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl shot. Trying to put a rebound by Zach Hyman as the shot went blocked and redirected. Nurse gives it over to Ekholm. Here's Nurse. Fires it deep. Stopped by Elliot Samsonov. He'll get a cover in with just only 16:25 remaining in the third period. Not a win for the Golden Knights. Noah Hannafin will on again with that. You'll find over again the right outlet. Nurse takes it back. Pulls around the pass. Now finds Matthias Ekholm. This time's almost up. So Henry chopped the blocker and back to Henry. Oilers power play comes up to a failure as their time has already been expired. They tried everything. This is what happens with the Golden Knights. They only one mistake, did not really commit it afterward. He really took it all. What a goal. That's Brett Allen. He really raced it up, and it's now a 10-3 game. They're quite not done yet. They're trying to get back in to find a way to make the win. Now, you can see that Brett Allen, he is right in toward the zone. That would be his seventh. But look at this play. That one is tipped, and he just did not get right into the right corridor to get right into the next goal. This range can definitely be a harder way to get right to it. You see what happens? That's what definitely just passes over. And this one was another goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. That didn't seem to stop us. But that really made that one in, passing to Stuart Skinner. He really got away with that. Eichel wins the faceoff. He'll now have it again with Petrangelo as he looks over to Jack Eichel. Eichel looks to Haydu. Haydu's shot. Chopped it up here by Leon Draisaitl. He'll get his rebound in and he'll send a deep pass over now to Skinner. Way too far to get right to the blue line, as this will be an offside on the Edmonton Oilers. Nearing a 5-minute pass on the mark in the third. 9-3 is the score. They're down trailing by 6. Eichel wins the faceoff. Here's another shot. That breaks off the save by Stuart Skinner. Wilson gives it over to Eichel. And now the rebound will be Leon Draisaitl as he'll handle it over again. Back to
Biggest
Skinner.
goal. His
This
7th
time
goal
he
in
doesn't
the
go
playoffs,
offside.
first goal of the game, scored by
Right
number
to
21.
Kulon, he's brought
Right
it up.
out it. Assisted
The
by
Edmonton
number
Oilers will
20,
get their new group
Brandon
change.
Assad. And by number 15,
Emerson
Noah
gets a
Hannafin.
pass back over to
Top of the
Kulon,
goal, 4 minutes and
and
11
back to Leon
seconds in the third
Draisaitl.
period. That's Barry Howden, his 7th goal in the playoffs,
Draisaitl
first goal
looking
of the
his
game,
way down
assisted by
into the
Brandon
range.
Assad and Noah Hannafin in the third. At 4 minutes,
The
11
Golden Knights
seconds
will
in the
take this over,
playoffs.
and now it's Vertigo skate you again to Jack Hagel. Eichel again to Barbashev. Here's a shot saved by Skinner. Under 15 minutes remaining in the third period. We'll get ready for another puck drop in the Edmonton territory. As we are approaching for our next game, we've got one game that will start later, as this will be only 1-1 in each game, as we have 2 games to make it faster for game number 5. The first game, as you'll be seeing things, will be on the next line. The Devils take on against the Capitals in Game 5 back at Washington, D.C. in the Capital One Arena. That first game will start the coverage here at 4:30 p.m. Then for our next game, you'll have is the 8:30 coverage here, as you'll have the Golden Knights back at home facing against the Edmonton Oilers, for the very last game in the second round before the conference finals begins. After the winning team will face against the Florida Panthers, and the other team of the Western Conference will face against the Dallas Stars. You see the last game afterwards that this one plays with Dallas Stars. They beat the Canadian team, and they've done that one again. They played so well, and how hard aggression it takes, it doesn't make that one anything perfect. Yeah, it did. I mean, I know that what they ever expected before. J.D. Benn was a big hero in the game. And for finishing off the overtime period, that was something that did not show it off. I mean, I can definitely say this. I mean, what can I expect now is that Hyman's team really have to work it all together. And now for McDavid, he wants to make his next match to face against the other team on Jamie Benn. There's no competition that you have to do for. Every game you do for, you have to play with the long string better. It's really the hard way to do for. It's not kind of easy when you get that good straight. Oh, what a save by Samsonov. He rolls it back to Howden. What a great stop. This is definitely a dialed in what happened now. I can really tell this one, Samsonov goal. What a goal. It's a big tipper. And it's Zach Hyman. He makes another goal. Tag brings his score. That's another huge tipper. Right to the range, he passed over to Samsonov, and he was making that good defensive effort. And here's what happened. This is a big tipper, and you're looking right after it. Right there. That's where you see things from Zach Hyman. Not really the better way that everybody can expect that. He gets his full goal in the playoffs. That was unbelievable. He really showing it, and he really can't deny that effort. It just gets better. Nothing stays out. Here's Mateus Ekholm with only 13 minutes remaining in the third period. He'll now fire it again to Kapanen, and he now rolls it to Bouchard. Looks like Henrique. Henrique slowing it down a bit. Now finds the Bouchard. Bouchard getting a little bumble down here. He finds it over. Colson wants the effort. Rebound by Brandon Saad.
Oilers go!
Rolls it in. Let's see.
His fourth goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game, scored by number 18, Zach Hyman.
Bouchard takes it over, now finding Colson.
All assisted by number 14, Mateus Ekholm.
Goes to Kapanen.
And by number 92, Vasily Podkolzin. Time to goal, 6 minutes, 44 seconds in the third period. Zach Hyman, his fourth goal on the playoffs, assisted by Mateus Ekholm and Vasily Podkolzin in the third period. At 6 minutes, 44 seconds in the playoffs.
Right to the range. Great slug saved by Skinner. He'll stop in, only 12-11 remaining in the third period. And now they will take their next puck drop in the Edmonton territory. 10-3 is the score, Edmonton. They're on a big one. They really made a comeback rally to get that one in to tie it up. And I think the next one is a tie series game for 2. I bet you say so. Skinner looks over again to Brett Kulak. Kulak sends it past to Perry. Perry pass to Skinner. Skinner lost the effort. Keegan Colzard. 2-on-1 fast break. Pearson shot saved by Skinner. Brett Kulak right over again, now find it out. He's broken it up, and icing is going to be on Edmonton. Stop the play at 11:42 remaining in the third. A lot of time left in the period. 75 over 53 shots on goal. They've been killing things here in Rogers Place. Without the Vancouver Canucks, it has been a hard one for Connor McDavid and their teammates for Leon Draisaitl and Zach Hyman. They wanted to work things off. You've seen the last year is a real postseason as they played against the Vancouver Canucks in the Canadian matchups in the second round. But this one turned to be like it's only for that. Connor McDavid is making his way to try to be over by the Vancouver Canucks, and he really wants to show things off. I know what they said, but this is what I noticed for Connor McDavid. He really is a better starter to make things hard. With his better effort, it's not going to make anything possible. This really is going to give that one a good scoring chance, the best one take. Now, when you know about Connor McDavid, you really have to play it after one. Nothing really would set it better to me, and they just need to know for him. It can be a little hard and challenging until he's ready for the next Winter Olympics in 2026. He's going to have to see what he can definitely take for Connor McDavid for Team Canada to play against the next part of the team. It might be happening. We may never know what will change. Here's they do. A shot blocked. Rebound by Klingberg as he'll have it again to Hyman. Here comes Hyman. 2-on-1 opportunity. Save by Samsonov. Great stop here as Klingberg will get it back. What a great stopping for Samsonov. That's really like a big danger on a big change. That will not get it away with that. Right to Arvidsson's broken up. Dorofeev right over now to pass to Barbashev. Rolling in from the range. Fires a shot. Saved by Skinner. And they'll have it back again. Barbashev. Dorofeev shot. Pad kicked out by Skinner. Nugent Hopkins will have it again to Zach Hyman. He's right toward the wing. You'll have it around the net. Nugent Hopkins is right behind the back. He'll send it back over to Klingberg. Klingberg looks over to Ekholm. Ekholm gets a chance at Hyman. Hyman shoots. Glove save by Samsonov. During the midway mark in the third period, there's a 10-3 game as they're getting over to get things to a closing finish. As the win will put in for Vegas Golden Knights, we passed the midway mark. Theodore sent it over to Lavoie. Lavoie, shot saved by Skinner. We'll have it right toward the corner as Bouchard will get it around the back again to Yamar. Yamar looks over to Matthias Ekholm as he gets it over in the middle to Brown. Brown pass, chopped it up by Nugent Hopkins with the winning faceoff. Gets a rebound by Matthias Ekholm. He kicks it, and it's rebounded by Theodore. Covers it back for Connor Brown. Here's Pakolzin for two! Samsonov with a glove save. He stops that one right on Pakolzin. Trying to get another playoff goal. It's not really easy. It just went off missing badly. You know, from playing over the other way, I don't say Pakolzin would really make that one in there. He scores. Brandon Saad closes right into the goaltender. Now they're back down by 6 again. This really happened with Brandon Saad, and with that one, this big change could definitely make it worse. No seem to be such play after Brandon Saad with 2 goals in the playoffs. He really had shown enough that was going to make a closing intent. Contact by the goaltender, he went right toward it. And there's a little squeeze and he found it. That was a tricky play for the Golden Knights if they try to get it back in there. But they gotta find a way to get that close game in. Golden Knights are back down by 4. Brandon Saad with 2 goals in the playoffs. They really have to be here. All what they need to know for is they keep on playing, keep on shooting, and try to keep the stick right at you, in front of you. Not to the side, not to the back, but always in the front. No matter what's going to happen, if you need something to get right into it, you got to make sure you have it clear. Block a shot, rebounded up by Stone. Rebounded by Saad with 1 goal in the playoff for the game. White Cloud, number hit as Matthias Ekholm gets it over to Ty Emberson. He'll give it back to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl right toward the other way as he gives to Corey Perry. He'll give it over to Skinner for 2, saved by Samsonov. He'll stop this in play with only 8:37 remaining in the third. Speaking of which, Leon Draisaitl is one of our big performance here of his German professional ice hockey forward and the alternative captain. In 2020, he made his home with a great real life to make that one with the finish. He won his state-of-the-art German art trophy since 2020 during the pandemic of the year. What he made it do was, he became the first German player to win the art, and with that, he made that one with an obsolete to make the finishing of the Bros Trophy, leading to some point scores right toward its way. It's a big one to make the range. What we call for now is Leon Draisaitl. It's the Hart Memorial Trophy as the regular season's MVP. After finishing before the playoffs, they just went to a great start to make that one showing off they started.
Vegas goal, his second goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game scored by number 20, Brandon Saad, assisted by number 61, Mark Stone. Time in the goal, 10 minutes, 47 seconds in the third period. As Brandon Saad, his second goal in the playoffs, assisted by Mark Stone in the third period at 10:47 in the playoffs.
And for so far, he's also won the Moritz Richter Trophy, the league leading scorer runners in 2025. I got a great range to see this one. I love that Leon Draisaitl had a great run this season with the Oilers. Let's hope the Bears are going to run great bets. Zach Hyman from outside as he gives it over to Nurse. Arvidsson for deflection, saved up by Samsonov. Arvidsson wants his way across the Nurse. Nurse watches his way in as he will try to reset the group. McDavid will try to reset it again to Darnell Nurse. Rebound by Klingberg as he sits it over to McDavid. He'll get slashed and there'll be a penalty on Victor Olofsson. That'll be another penalty kill for Vegas
penalty, number 95, 2 minutes for slashing.
There's no such thing that you can try to reach out. And you just feel like, well, I'm just going to try it out.
The Oilers
that's not good. That is not going to start off with the Vegas Golden Knights. And then you got a slash. That makes it hurt for Connor McDavid. Power play coming on for the Edmonton Oilers with only 7:13 remaining in the third.
Vegas penalty number 95. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 15 seconds in the third. That's Vegas Golden Knights penalty on a slashing, Victor Olofsson, number 95. Time of the penalty in the third period, 7 minutes, 15 seconds in the playoffs.
Nugent Hopkins fires, stopped by Samsonov. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third period. They'll get ready for another puck drop in the center ice. Now into Vegas territory as they're ready to kick things on for another puck drop. Another win for Henrique. He'll send it over to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins finding Bouchard. Fires it. Right to our defender up in front. And as Haygut gets a rebound, he will now send it out of here. Rao looking for a short-handed goal. In the middle, saved by Skinner. And he stays out of his zone. Great stop by the goaltender communication for a short-handed goal chance. But it was stayed out too soon. Great job by Stuart Skinner. I just say that one was a great targeting display. Knocked right toward the wall. No penalty on Vegas for the 5-on-3 advantage. Holzer has it again to Ruel. Ruel in middle. Bouchard with the rebound. We'll have it again at Nurse. We'll give it over to Draisaitl. The pick and go with the McDavid shot. Corner range save by Samsonov. Stop save of only 6:04 remaining in the third period. A lot of the line left here. 33 face-off wins between both teams. The next one will take the lead for a face-off win. Alden's team takes the leading face-off win. Now it's Stone. He'll clear that out. Connor McDavid will get a rebound. The Edmonton Oilers racing back and bounding to the Vegas territory. Pass to Hyman. Hyman right to the wing. He'll fire that one around net. Here's Noah Hannafin. Looks his way across. Connor McDavid trying to stop the puck. This one rebounds by McNabb. Stone. Right outside, Howden. Here's a set to Howden. Kicks it up. Rebound by Hannafin. And you'll get it out of here. Noah Hannafin. And now one last chance for the Oilers. He'll not get a steal this time, and now will end the power play. So therefore, McDavid's team's back to even strength, and it's Victor Olofsson's out of the penalty box. I'm not sure what's happening. I mean, there's nothing I really wanted to see things, and it's not going to be turning out great. This really had a lot of miscommunications in. This really may not be the better start. I don't know what's going on, so they gotta try to get moving in and try to keep it from playing. To McDavid, right to Draisaitl, saved by Samsonov. We are under 5 minutes remaining in the final third period, presented by Discover. Darnell Nurse will swing it again to Draisaitl. Draisaitl stops him bounding, kicks it over, finds the Dion mark right toward the wing. He'll fire it, saved by Samsonov, and he'll stop and play with only 4:32 remaining. Just a lot of great time opportunity as the Oilers make the advancement, and they'll go back to Vegas in game number 5. Yep, they are. They're going back to Vegas, baby. This is what happens. Viva Las Vegas is sudden death. This might be due for the victory or defeat. Here's another set to Hurdle. Bat saved by Skinner. We'll find over to Klingberg as he gives it again to Brown. Brown bats to Nurse. He'll look over now to Jan Mark. Here comes Jan Mark. To Nugent Hopkins. He scores! 2 goals in the game. Ryan Nugent Hopkins able to center line. And this time, he's got 7. So great backs and bounding happens with only Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Never really seen what's going to make that one chain up. After Yarbrough, you give to Nugent Hopkins with a goal. That's a great play to give that one a good effort. Nice goal for Nugent Hopkins. He has 7 goals in the playoffs, and he has 2 goals in the game. If he gets his 3rd goal in the game, he'll get a hat trick for 8 goals in the playoffs. He's tied up with Leon Draisaitl with 7 goals in the playoffs. How do you like that? I mean, that's what all they said. It's now a big win for the Oilers.
Nugent
They just didn't see the careful. They really done it all.
Assisted by number 13,
Stop the play about
Mateus
3:59 remaining in the third period.
And by number 25,
And now some time over to center
Nurse.
ice. Who do you think had the
Time to
best play
goal,
in the
15
game?
minutes, 47
Well, I'm gonna
seconds
say
in the
that.
third.
All
That's
I need to
Ryan
know for
Nugent
is Evan
Hopkins.
Bouchard.
His third
He
goal in
really
the
gets
playoffs,
someone with
second
a
goal in the
great
game,
passing
assisted
arm.
by
Take-to-take
Matthias
scenes
Janmark
are
and
just
Darnell
great.
Nurse
It really
in the
turns
third
feeling
period
it's a
at
good start.
15:47 in the playoffs.
I love the energy. They've really been turning out really bad. And nothing really sets the matter. When they just do it again, they just play it and do things right from one step to another. It seems like that the teams that are really doing it for are really making it up the right amount of time. I got a good playing feelings here for Connor McDavid and the rest of the teams. Let's find out what they take in for Game 5 as we will be seeing the next time. I love this effort for Evan Bouchard, and he'll be able to do things again. Thank you so much, your paintbrush. All of that effort goes to Evan Bouchard. With the tape-to-tape feeds, it doesn't get better than that. Now Bouchard will have it over. Off to a 3-minute mark in that third period. McDavid. Fire save by Samsonov. Good to go for another goal, but it went short to take 2 goals to tie with Nugent Hopkins, as this will stop and play with just a 3-minute exact time in the third period. Hurdle wins the faceoff. Theodore will get it over. Pass over to Hurdle.
And that's
Hurdle
the
finds it over to Leroy.
game. Your final score, Edmonton Oilers
Right to
11.
McDavid.
And the Vegas
Rebound
Golden
by
Knights
the
4
Golden
in
Knights.
Game 4.
Good stop by Ty Emerson.
Thank you, Oilers fans, for coming in for tonight's game. We asked you folks to please drive home carefully and get on your way out of Rogers Center. We look forward to heading back soon for our next part of the game in Game 5. Thank you, and have a great
He's over
night.
now to Draisaitl. He has it over to Emerson. He rolls it out of here. Here comes Dorfield. Rushes in. Stop on a chop block on Ty Emerson. He had a great defending off for a shot to get it out of the way. And the goaltender seemed like he was almost going to make that one miss. It says never or not. There's nothing to prepare for. That one really almost fell in to get a next goal for the Golden Knights. Very shot. Saved by Samsonov. McNabb rolls across to Theodore. Past the 2-minute mark in the third period as he sets to Stone. Stone pass. Howden. Right toward Wayne. Perry gets it back. Rebound by Skinner. Now the Oilers will have their chance right back in the range. On attack along the boards is Klingberg. Howden. Rolls that one back down right by Stone. Stone with a great feed, but it will not carry in as Janmark will set it back to Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins is right toward the wing. He'll get that one firing around the net. Brown, right toward corner. He'll have it again to Klingberg. Klingberg to Janmark. Broken up. Rebounded by Stone. Back the other way for the Vegas Golden Knights with a 3-on-2 advantage. That bloke's a stick, and it's now a block shot as he clashes and replaces a new one. Well, he's been rushing afterward. He really had to get a new stick for a Brennan side. He hates his stick. That's a cheapy price. Down to a final minute of the third period as the whole fans are making the flies, and they are going back home to Vegas as the finishing will make things in 11-4. All right, Edmonton Oilers, I want you to make some noise. Eichel wins the faceoff. Everybody's up on their feet. Under a minute approaching in the third period. Biggest, largest lead of the night is 7. Nothing really made it in there, but it just went to a great stoppage and a good effort. Skinner and their teammates are heading back to Vegas for game number 5, and there will be only 2 games approaching in to get ready for one last time in game 5. Well, he really said now, Oilers are going to make a tied series, and what displays happen to you? Everybody wants to win. That's what we do. We're here is to win, 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 no matter what they did. Drop it in right toward the lane. You'll fire it again over to Paposen. 25 seconds remaining in the third period. You'll have it again, Matthias Ekholm, and that will do it. Their teammates are rushing in now. They won't take a chance to do for a next goal, and they'll keep passing around, and that is it. Matthias Ekholm and their teammates have done things again, and they now tie this series. All the big one takes all. Edmonton Oilers, big win. 11-4 is your final score. They are heading back to Vegas. It's big on effort when they say for Stuart Skinner, they really have making it playable count. He really is saving his life. And
Less minute to play in the third period. And that's the game. Your final score, Edmonton Oilers 11 and the Vegas Golden Knights 4 in Game 4. Thank you, Oilers fans, for coming in for tonight's game. We ask you folks to please drive home carefully and get on your way out of Rogers Center. We look forward to you heading back soon for our next Monday game in Game 5. Thank you, and have a great night.
On EA Sports. This is Boomer saying so long in Edmonton, Alberta. All right, guys, thank you so much. Edmonton Oilers tied the series with 2-2 as they're heading back to Vegas one last time in the second round. The third star player in the game is currently unknown, and we'll have to wait and see after the second and first star. The second star player of the game for the Edmonton Oilers is Leon Draisaitl with 2 goals, 1 assist, and 5 hits. Only made that win hard, but it just made another great goal in range. And your first star player of the game, goaltenders, make it well. Mateus Ekholm with 1 goal, 4 assists, and 7 hits. It was all that changed for anything that made it possible. And your first star player of the game was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with 2 goals in the game and made that great 1 assist. I couldn't tell that happened to be here, but the Edmonton Oilers, they roll it back in with some accomplishment. They are doing really well. Here's how you do with the total statistics. 89/68 total shots on goal for Edmonton Oilers. Then, it was 104/73 for Vegas Golden Knights. 1440/327 for the Edmonton Oilers timeout attack. 87/80 percentage for the Vegas Golden Knights. 38/35 for Vegas on the face-off wins. Only 8-minute penalty kill and no penalty kill to give for the Edmonton Oilers with 1 power play goal if only 6:01. Well, folks, that's going to do it here for this part of the game. If you're ready to join in on the NBA side, we got that next game coverage underway soon, so don't go anywhere. If you missed on that, the highlight will be on here shortly. In the meantime, we are closing things up here for only 1 game in Game 4. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for as well as the NHL 25 on EA Sports Style. This is Ton of Beast and Tyler Beast signing out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again for the next one. Game 5 is going to be the only 2 games left, with 4 teams remaining, Devils and Caps, and Oilers and Golden Knights. But we'll see how they do on the next day. Thank you for joining us, and so long in Alberta of one of our big games here in Edmonton. Bye.
If you don't, somebody will.